All right, so after all this fussing, I'm ready to drop the engine back in. Try to navigate through all this shit I got in here. But engine here, setting the hoist up right now. Got the engine and trans sitting on a dolly, so once it get lifted, pull the dolly out, and then slide in. Yeah, I'm gonna get the transmission over the transmission cross member, get it somewhere where it's needed, not bolted, and then see if I can drop it that way. Since I already verified everything fits and stuff, so I'm just putting it back in. So hopefully this is smooth. Also, I did change my engine mounts. I had the wide and short, and now I'm going with the tall and narrow. Supposedly, the 66 Chevelle mounts, small block and big block, are actually the same, besides some reinforcement tabs. So everything should work out, but that should raise the engine a little bit more as well, get a better fitment. So we'll see how that goes. I still don't think it's gonna take a few hours, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So another issue I need to address, I was dropping the engine in, and I knew it was gonna be a struggle to get it in because it was a struggle the first time I got it in when I had the 5.3. 5.360, no size difference as far as the physical size. So what I did was I changed my oil pan to a 302-3 to try to save some room up front, because it was really close to my what was it close to? I think it was close to the drag link. So really close. I didn't like it. I knew I was gonna have issues once I put the car on the road and the engine started moving, suspension started settling. So I changed the pan, and I also changed the engine mounts to tall and narrow to gain a little bit more space. Long story short, I got tired of just trying to get that motherfucker in there and to work. And like I said, last time I had the same issues dropping it in, and it was tight, but I'm like, it shouldn't be like this. So this is a 65 Cutlass. So these are the holes that are used for the 65 Cutlass mount. So the problem I have was when I put the engine in, I can get it in on this side, but I cannot get it to line up on this side. And I know it's because of my transmission, because when I use, I don't know if you can see that over there, the mock-up engine, everything drops in. It's perfect. But you got to account for the transmission. So when I was getting frustrated and I took all this stuff apart, I realized that these holes at the top on the passenger side are elongated. And if I was to scoot up the stand, engine, whatever they call this, perch, whatever, if I was to scoot it up and actually either elongate the hole here or drill another hole, I would have actually lined everything up. It would have dropped right in. I wouldn't have had no issues. But I've never heard anyone mention it. I haven't discovered it online yet. I'm pretty sure somebody said it. I've seen some people stack washers and shims and all that. I did all that, and it didn't work. So if I was to actually move that mount up, I wouldn't had the issues I had. But now I'm moving on. I'm actually using the Holly Hooker mounts. They should be coming sometime this week, and hopefully I don't have to deal with this no more. But yeah, so these holes here, they're elongated for a reason. Not sure why from the manufacturer, why would they do that? But for us who's swapping, you could definitely just scoot this up. Scoot it up. I think that'll solve a lot of people's problems for 64 through 67. A bodies, I don't know if the Chevelle already has that hole punched in there. Again, these are 66, 67 Chevelle stands. Big block, small block, from what I understand, it doesn't matter. It might be a reinforcement tab somewhere, I'm not sure where. But 64 through 67, pay attention to the frame holes. And I think you should be good from there. All right, so I closed up the panel. It's not the best, if you can see that. The welds are like shit. I couldn't really get in there, and plus I didn't want to put too much heat because this piece right here, this piece is really thin. But I closed it up, and I cleaned it up with some fiberglass, some kitty hair, and grind it down. But I didn't want to do too much until I get the panel actually mounted and see where I'm actually gonna run my pass through. I don't really have that many wires that's actually gonna pass through. Headlight, starter, yeah, because everything else is not gonna get used. The alternator is getting powered by the Holley. Yeah, so we'll go from there. Hopefully the actual fuse box come today. I've been waiting, I've been on standby, so let's see what happens.